Scorpio, December 2021. A massive rebalancing leads to massive evolutionary gains and a new paradigm. There is a need for Scorpios out there to balance intuition and passion, to balance love and sex, to balance faithfulness and the need for companionship. There will be a gift of divine love for Scorpios if you can somehow combine ruthless communication of truth with divine compassion. And they both need to go together. Now, we Scorpios, I am one, sometimes don't have that much of a problem with the first, with the ruthless communication of truth. We can be very similar to Sagittarius in that way, but coming from even more of a biting place. We need to balance the Saturnian contracting, grounding energies with the expansion of Jupiter. If that means anything to you people out there in YouTube land. But basically, with all the signs, and whenever I do this, it's all about raising the frequency and bringing ourselves to a higher level. So for Scorpios in December, we have the Moon and Mars in our sign. And so the Moon is the emotion, the Moon is the compassion, and Mars is the action and the passion. The Moon is the cuddly, loving energy, and the Mars is the sexual energy. In our second house of money, of worth, of self-worth, we have the Sun conjunct Mercury. So who we really are, the Sun, is conjunct with what we need to communicate. So we need to communicate clearly in a very direct, very truthful way, and combine that with the highest divine compassion that we can possibly muster. Scorpio feels very deeply, but a lot of times they don't show it. And a lot of times their biggest fear is being seen in their vulnerability. So here's my homework idea for Scorpios. I want you to imagine that there's a place, you can't see it, right there. There's a place in the center of your chest that is where you need to come from. It's where you need to speak from. It's where you need to represent from. And I want you to imagine that you're always trying not to have that center seen. And you're always coming from some other angle, okay? And to that degree, you're bullshitting. I know, I've done it plenty. And that bullshitting is really just the horror of somebody seeing your vulnerability. That's the only reason. You're not bullshitting like the big, evil mastermind sitting in his lair. Okay? Some might be. I mean, if there is one like that, he might be Scorpio or have a lot of Scorpio in his chart. Must admit to that. But the thing is, when you come from this center, you realize, for one thing, you've been coming from that center more than you realize, number one. Everybody already sees you. You're not hiding anything, not the way you think you are. And to the degree that you are, you just look less interesting than you really are, Scorpio. If you showed them what you had, even if it's weird, even if it's very unusual, it's more interesting than your poker face. Think of that. So I want you to imagine that you are going to speak from this center, and you are going to listen from this center, and you are going to allow this center to be seen. Not that you've really ever prevented it in reality. But now you're going to lose the illusion that you've been preventing it. And as you speak from this center, you realize that you do have the power to change realities. Even if you don't happen to be the massively powerful wizard that I am, you're still a Scorpio, and you still have a major impact on people around you, but way less so when you think you're going to hide something. Because when you're hiding something, you're just letting them tell the story, right? You're just letting them assign the meaning, okay? So the potential for Scorpio is to come into the center of your being and find that that is the place of power that you have been avoiding forever, and that it's actually really fun to be there. You get the best results from there. And anybody that's going to judge you, they're already judging you by now, okay? They're not going to just all of a sudden have access to your vulnerability because you spoke from your center. No, you're going to be, it's like martial arts. You're going to be in your proper stance and able to respond to everything. If you're leaning off center, you're not in that stance, and you're not able to respond, and you're much more able to be knocked down. Okay, don't be afraid to occupy your center. It's fun. And to the extent that it shakes things up, it might even shake up your passion for life. And it might even allow other people that always just saw your poker face to realize what a passionate person you are. And don't be afraid of them seeing that. It'll be good. Trust me. I wouldn't lie to you. I'm a Scorpio. Right? Okay. Thank you for watching. If you'd like help navigating this terrain, you may get in touch with me at andysway@yahoo.com, or check out my website, andysway.com. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, throw a ticker tape parade, do a bunch of stuff to gratify my ego. Thank you very much. Bye.